Thank you once again for joining our webinar that is on vegan dietitian or nutritionist career. I am Ruchira. Yes.
Most welcome, ma'am. I am really privileged to join your webinar.
Thank you so much. So I am Ruchira Ghosh, a researcher from UNSW Australia, Sydney, and I completed my bachelor's and master's from India in food science and nutrition. So why we are talking about vegan dietitian or vegan nutritionist, the main reason is people are thinking that, okay, I have eaten lots of meat, and if I take a vegetarian diet, probably it will be good for our health. So what they're taking, so vegetarians are a large group of people. They can be vegans, those who are only taking fruits and veggies. They can be lacto-vegetarian, those who are taking fruits, veggies as well as dairy. Ovo-vegetarian, those who are taking egg. Lacto-ovo, milk and egg. And pescatarian, those who are taking dairies, egg and fish. But when we are talking about vegans, their diet is quite similar to this picture, where they are taking only vegetables and fruits, cereals and pulses. No more no more animal-based food. And if you look at the Indian statistics, you can see there are quite a number of states. For example, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. Then if you come to Karnataka, Haryana as well, Haryana, Delhi, Uttarakhand, there are at least 50% to 60% of our states, those who are mostly dependent upon vegan diets or vegetarian diets. Similarly, in case of global scenario, you can see depending upon the increase in the intensity of the color, people are more vegetarian or more vegan in those countries. And you can see India is in the brown shade, where at least 30% of our community is eating vegan diet. And in 2014 to 2019, you can see the number of vegans are increasing very high speed manner, because the main reason is they think like, if we take fruits and veggies, probably I'm going to be healthier, my life longevity will be more. So that is the reason why they are transferring from meat eating habits to fruits and veggies eating habit. But everything have a positive as well as negative effect. So positive is always good, but negative is the problem, where we have to come as a forefronter and we have to make some solutions. So when the negative things we can see, that is like vitamin B12 deficiency is there, because in the vegetarian diet there is no vitamin B12, because vitamin B12 comes from predominantly and comes from animal food. There is iron, that is less, and poor quality iron, that is non-heme iron. We all know that heme iron comes from animal source and non-heme iron comes from plant source. So what are the deficiencies they are likely to suffer? That is protein deficiency, vitamin B12, vitamin D, iron, zinc, iodine, calcium, and long chain omega-3 fatty acid or oil. These are the common deficiency they will be very likely to prone. So that is the point where we can see there is iron deficiency anemia. And with respect to global scenario and India, you can see there is not much change in the anemic population globally as well as Indian scenario. So why is it so? And in the statistics also, we always focus on the women's. They can be pregnant, they can be reproductive age, they can be adolescent, they can be children as well. Like children comes from a woman. So again, the problem is related to women. And around 30 to 50% of women are still iron deficient. We all say like the family is meat eating, but due to community biasness, due to gender biasness, in most of the cases, we can see that women are not getting proper amount of animal protein. So you can consider them in the group of vegan or vegetarian as well. They're malnourished. Or the second thing, I told already, the vitamin B12 deficiency is there. Why we are focusing more and more on vitamin B12? Because vitamin B12 is really important for our neurological development. If B12 is not there, there are so many diseases like Alzheimer's disease, like dementia. These are going to be very predominant in our society. So in the global scenario, you can see at least 50% of our vegan community in all around the globe are vitamin B12 deficient. And if they are not taking, like if they're very strict on their diet, some people are very rigid. Okay, I'm not going to eat anything out of my periphery. Then they are around 90% are vitamin B12 deficient. Similarly, you can see the same statistics in India, like 40% of pregnant women and 27% of toddlers, they are B12 deficient. 57% of infants are B12 deficient. So there are so many B12 deficiencies are there. That is the point. We always have to think how we can make our community free from this deficiency, but they can choose their diet whatever they want. Some people have few questions. I will answer them at the end. So please keep all those questions in your mind, and once we finish our today's topic, we'll take one by one. So due to all this problem, now we have to really focus or give extra attention to our vegan or vegetarian population. How you can give that? If you look at USA, UK, Australia, they have a structured course for becoming a vegan dietitian. But sorry to say that India doesn't have any structured course or internship to help this huge community to come out of their problem. Now, till now, people think like, okay, nutritionist or dietitian, they are not equal position of a doctor, but we are, because see, medicine can't do anything alone. Always diet is needed in hand. So to make our profession in a proper standing, we need to look at our community, what is their problem, how we can solve those problems. Then only community is going to come out and accept us that no, this is very important in our life. Till now, if you look at the lower or middle class families, they don't care, they don't go to dietitians, they just believe on doctors. But doctors doesn't know what is going to happen if this person is vegan. They know only the medicine, they can suggest the tablets. But tablets are not the ultimate solution. If you give tablets, they will take 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. After 3rd day, they will think, okay, I had enough because my money is going and it's not palatable. So to make the changes for long term, we need to come out, we need to think what community need, and according to that, we need to change ourselves. We are dietitian, we have our own consultation, we work with hospitals, different organization, but we say we are specialist in bariatric nutritionist when we are a bariatric dietitian or bariatric nutritionist when the person goes under the bariatric surgery and comes, and then we are the specialist to help them. But why not we are a vegan dietitian to help them? We have to create our own career opportunities for us and for our future generation. If we don't create space how we have to break dietitian into small parts, and we have to make our own opportunities. And then once it start growing 1 to 2, then 100 and 1000, obviously there will be some positions in different organization. So like that, we have to think little bit out of the box. I'm not saying totally out of the box, but I, as a researcher, I know this is the problem in India, that vegan or vegetarian populations are really suffering. So why not we think that we will be a specialist in this area. So let's come to the point again, that is meal planning. So as I mentioned, these are the problem is likely to happen in the society. So what can be the solution for that? First of all, protein. So protein is needed for cell growth and development, and obviously if it is deficient, the person will be malnourished. So it is also a vital, very vital nutrient. If a person is eating animal product, they are likely to have milk, cheese, yogurt, egg, poultry, beef, fish, pork, so many options. But if not, how we are going to adjust with whole grain products, legumes, seed, nuts, and soya products. Soya is a very interesting product with which you can get lots of solution. So you can give in a combination. In our studies, some points we studied, like legume or pulses or legume or grains, they are not a complete protein. So you can just suggest them to be in a combination. Those who are lacto vegetarian, you can suggest them grain with dairy, or maybe legumes and grains with nuts. There are so many processed products are coming in the community, society, in the market. You can suggest those as well. A person daily, mostly they need around 45 to 75 gram of protein per day, and you can break it down in 15 gram of protein per serving, and depending upon 3 to 5 serving per day. And in that, you can say, okay, you are not taking any animal protein, but you can take a cup of lentils. You can take tofu. If you are habituated in like taking sandwich, take some modified kind of sandwich. You can take almonds. Those which proteins are rich in, those foods are rich in protein. Like that, you have to substitute for them. And think, I can't give you the total solution, but think within yourself how you can, what are the other options for them. Similarly, for iron, I can say iron, the mostly bioavailable form of iron comes from animal protein. But when it's not bioavailable, what you can suggest? You can suggest them, there is some not non-bioavailable, but non-heme iron is there, that is less bioavailable. But with that, if the person takes some citrus or vitamin C rich food, it can improve the absorption, like citrus fruit like lemon juice, anything, potato, tomato, all these stuffs. And one more interesting thing, that you can get iron from if you cook in a cast iron pan. So that can be a other solution. So instead of egg, liver, you can say fortified cereals. In Indian market, you can say at least 70 to 80% of cereal product, like cornflakes, or there are so many, though they are fortified with iron. You can say soybean is very good source of iron. There are dried fruits, there are green leafy, dark green leafies, legumes, there are so many. Next, zinc improves our immunity. It helps in the developing our smell and taste buds. So without zinc, we'll be reducing our immunity, as well as the wound healing capacity will be less. So again, zinc is very important. Generally, we get zinc from oysters or shrimp, meat. But when it's not there, again the option is fortified cereals, whole grain, legume, nuts, seeds. Just go with the, when you are in the market, just try to see which are the product that is for vegetarians, so there is no more animal protein, animal food source, but you can suggest that for your community surrounding you, so that they can be healthy and they can pursue their entire life on a vegan diet. Otherwise, after some time, they can't continue. When they will have a calcium deficiency, their bone will be prone to osteoporosis. Definitely, doctor will be saying that you have to take calcium tablets, but that is not the ultimate solution. Or sometimes doctors suggest you have to take milk, but that person is not willing to take milk. But if you take care of your community from the first, that okay, you can take almond milk or your green leafies or fortified juice, almond, sesame seed in the diet daily basis, probably that person won't be suffering from that severe osteoporosis. Similarly, for vitamin B12, I already mentioned it has a rigorous effect on our nervous system. It also it also have a function in the RBC formation, protein metabolism. So once they are deficient in B12, there is a likely to be chance to grow anemia. And there is soya or soy products are the, I can say, not ultimate, but a good solution for all the nutrients that vegans are deficient. And there are so many products coming every day, like tofu, that is soy milk paneer, but it is fortified with B12. So they can consume that and get rid of this problem. Similarly, for B12, so B12 is not a direct problem, but when they have other nutrients deficiencies, then there is a high chance of getting a vitamin D deficiency. And as the vitamin D helps in the absorption of calcium, again there is a problem, there is a chance of getting osteoporosis and ricket. So try to suggest them anything related to B12 that is fortified, mostly soy milk or orange juice or mushrooms. Sometimes they have D, so suggest them to take those food. For omega-3 fatty acid, you can suggest them flax seeds or soybean or walnuts or fortified foods. Fortified foods are always there, but try to suggest something that is having not the exact quantity that is present in fish, but at least some quantity, at least 50% of that or 40% of that. If they take regularly, probably their brain and heart health will be better than without taking how they were. So there will be a development in their health. So that is the point why we told that a career as a vegan dietitian. Probably at this present scenario, you can't get a job where they're saying, okay, we are hiring vegan dietitian. But when you are practicing or when you are with a hospital, try to say we are specialized in this area. We can help you. If you say we can help you, people will automatically come to you that okay, I am in a modified diet and I want your help. And that is the point you can start your journey and have a grab on your area. Otherwise, nutrition or dietitian, this area will always be in a position where without doctor's recommendation we are nothing. It's not true. We have to make our own position without someone. So thank you for listening.